Hello, welcome back to GP Nail Art. So I have my Creative Nails collab that'll go up in the corner for you, and I'm going to do my letter E. So this was suggested by Nail Addict She. She said emerald green nails. So that's what we will be doing today, and I will talk more about her channel in a little bit. But I'm going to be using Green Goddess. This is a Revel Nails. It was a set of like an ombre set of greens, so it was like Green Goddess 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. This is one that my sister sent to me, and I'm just showing that I did put peel base already on all of my nails. That's why they kind of look a little bit shiny as well. But I am going to use my Virgo Gem liquids, and I took out my little cupcake liner just because the jar is a little bit small, so I didn't know how it would be trying to dip my finger in, and just wanted to use that to kind of catch anything that kind of falls out so it doesn't get wasted on the paper towel and thrown away. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the first layer of this color on all of my nails. So I'm going to do all of them with this Green Goddess color. And then I did actually ultimately do 3 layers of this color before I capped with clear. So I'll go ahead and let you watch that for now. But also I wanted to talk a little bit about Nail Addict She. I am going to go ahead and put her channel information up in the cards, so that'll be a direct link to her channel. I'll put that in the description box below for you as well. But a little bit about her channel. She does do primarily nail videos. She typically does nails that are a little bit longer length than what I do, but she does do some dip powder. She does some acrylic. She also does polygel, so she has a wide variety of products that she works with, but she does a lot of amazing nail art as well. So I'm going to put up a picture on the screen here as well of some of the more recent videos that are on her channel as well. So definitely please go check her out. I'll let her know that I sent you over, and don't forget to subscribe as well. She's at about 218 subscribers as of right now. She deserves way more because she does amazing nail art. So please go check her out and subscribe. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up this green color, and then I'll be capping in clear. Alright, so I wasn't sure I was going to like this color, but adding the second and third layer, it does end up being a little bit darker, and then it's also going to appear a bit darker once it's you put the activator and then top coat as well. So it always ends up being a little bit darker than what the powder form kind of looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and cap in clear. And this, the design that I'm going to be doing today, because I'm not just doing, she said emerald green nails, but I'm not just doing, just green and then leaving it as is. I'm going to add a little extra to it as well, so we'll get to that in a moment. It's not going to be really like a holiday or winter kind of mani just yet, but I think this would be a perfect Christmas green kind of color. So even, since I'm not really doing like an in-your-face kind of holiday nail art type mani, if you wanted to go with something a little more subtle, this could be a really cool look, because it is, it is a nice green for Christmas as well. So Just a thought. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the clear application, and then typically after applying the clear powder before I go into activate, I do like to use my stiffer scrubby brush as well to really kind of clean up all of that residue, and especially when you're doing like I usually call it a flat color or a cream color like this as well. Sometimes the clear, you can tend to get something that looks like little white specks on the surface of your nail. After, you'll see them more after you top coat. Using that stiffer scrubby brush can help with that because it kind of gets in there a little bit more, and you will see a bit of a difference from using this like this fluffy brush and then going in with the scrubby brush. You can really see it kind of really cleans up the nails. So it just looks, you can tell it kind of looks a little bit darker. You're not really scraping all of that away or anything, but you're really getting all of that kind of dust or any kind of excess powder off before you go into activate. And then I love going into activate as well because you kind of get to see a little bit more of what the true color is going to look like once it's top coated. So one thing I wanted to mention here, I do end up doing the like, I'm going to call it nail art, you know, even though I'm not like using some sort of like art, like decals or stamping or anything like that. But I was going to initially add the glitter that I'll be using prior to activating and capping in clear. I wanted to do it under the clear powder, but I kind of got a little ahead of myself and kind of, you know, like forgot what I was doing. So I am going to use my gel base and top coat to kind of finish off this look because I did already cap and clear and activate and file and everything. So had I done it the other way, you can kind of get more of an even surface before you go into file so that you don't really feel those chunky glitters kind of like sticking up at all. So the color that I'm using is a AVVA Nails. It's Obsidian. It's kind of a black like acrylic powder with the green chunky glitters mixed in. So I pulled a little bit out into my tray there because I'm only going to be using the chunky glitter pieces. That's really all I wanted to use from this powder. So because I know it has like the bigger chunky glitter pieces. So on I'm only going to show my pinky initially. So on my pinky, ring, index, and thumb are all going to have the same look, and then my middle finger will be a little bit different. So I'm kind of doing that similar, like that side swipe or crescent moon kind of design on the side of my nail. So just kind of, I'm just gonna place some of those glitters, and like I said, just the chunky glitter pieces, and kind of start up at the top of at my cuticle line towards my free edge, and just kind of go with the curve of my nail on just that one side. So that's going to be the same for those 4 fingers. My index finger I'm going to do a little bit different. Also, as far as using the gel products, I did apply the base coat first, and I'm putting the glitter on there before I cure, so that way when I go into cure, they're going to stay nice and secure. So if I had done this with just the dip powder, as I had planned on doing, I would have done this before capping and clear. So I would have used my dip powder base coat to apply probably on my whole nail, but I still would have just placed those glitters where I wanted them on this side of my nail, as I'm doing here, and just reapply base as needed to, you know, place however many glitters I wanted to place, and then just let that dry, and then go in on top of that with the base coat and the clear powder, then do my filing routine. I probably would have activated again to use the dip top coat. So if you want to use just dip powder products, that's probably how I would have gone about it. So I am just kind of doing a flash cure on each nail. So I did this for each nail, even though I'm not going to show every nail, and that's just to make sure that the glitters stay where they are, because we all know with the gel products, they tend to kind of move around if you don't cure them right away. So they're nice and shiny looking so far, but that is still just the base coat. I have not done anything else with those nails except to place those glitters and cure them. So I'm going to apply again the base coat to my whole nail for my index finger. This one I am going to do a little bit different. I really kind of wanted to have at least one nail kind of have like a gemstone type of look, and these glitters, because they're kind of close to that the Green Goddess dip powder color, I kind of feel like when you see it shift in the light, it really has like a gemstone kind of faceted look to it, and you'll see that a little bit at the end when after I do my cuticle oil, and I'll have more close-up pictures at the end as well. But when you kind of see it shift in the light, it really kind of looks like all those like facets or all the different sides that you would see on a gemstone when you kind of see it in the light. So I think it came out really cool. So you will have to let me know what you think in the description box below. So I'm not really placing them in any particular order. I did kind of want it to be semi-straight lines of the glitters going down. So I kind of started in the center and then did more like on each side of that. So I kind of have three, I'll say stripes, although it doesn't end up looking like stripes at all. And then I just kind of, pushed them where I needed to and added more if I needed to. So this finger has the chunky glitter across the whole surface of the nail. Okay, so I am still using my gel base coat, and I'm going over across the whole surface of every nail again, kind of doing this for two reasons. First, I wanted to make sure, of course, that especially for my index nail, because it has all of the chunky glitter all over it, that my top coat is going to have something to stick to. So I probably didn't necessarily need to do that on the other fingers because the chunky glitters are only along the side. But also I wanted to do this because I find sometimes when I'm doing something like this where I'm placing the glitters in between the gel base and top coat, you tend to still kind of get some edges that you can feel on the surface of your nail with those chunky glitters, because they don't always lay perfectly flat on your nail. So I find that if I do another layer of base before I go in with the top, then I don't really have that issue. It's just a nicer, smoother surface on my nail, because it really kind of drives me crazy anyways. I don't know about on anybody else, but it drives me absolutely bonkers to kind of run my finger across the surface of my nail and to be able to feel like sharper edges or like pieces that are sticking up. I want to pick them off. So if I have a nice smooth surface as an end result, I won't have that problem. So I'm just gonna, I did do a full 60-second cure in my bigger lamp for all of the nails after the base coat application, and then I'm gonna do the same. Actually, I did 2 rounds of 60 seconds each on the top coat, just to make sure that everything was fully cured, especially since this is a little bit of a darker color. Sometimes it doesn't absorb the UV light as well for darker colors, so I just wanted to make sure that it was cured all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then we will be applying the cuticle oil. Look at the way the light catches all of those chunky glitters. I wasn't sure it was going to come out kind of the way that I wanted to, but when the light hits it just right, it really does have that kind of like gemstone, like I said, faceted type of look that I wanted. So I'm really happy with how this came out, and I kind of wanted to run with the the emerald kind of look, so that's why I really kind of wanted to capture that gemstone type of feel or look to it as well. So I'm really happy with how these came out. So I'm using my Candi Skin Care cuticle oil, so especially, using all the I didn't really use acetone, I used rubbing alcohol to kind of clean up my filing dust and everything like that. So that really dries my nails and my skin out. So just rehydrating my skin with the cuticle oil, and of course Candi Skin Care has some amazing scents as well, so definitely go check her out. And let me know what you think of this mani, because this is a lot of fun to create. The suggestion video for the letter F will be out soon, but look at how pretty that is. I love how it catches the light. I think it came out really good. Please like and subscribe if you're not already, and until next time, bye for now.